Hey there, Andrew C1D Paintball. This video is based on a game played at Warzone Paintball in Rigo. We're playing on the village map. Now, this day of paintball, we played 12 games in the day. Lots of paintball. Only time we played on this map. A lot of good experienced players on it. Connor's sitting this one out. He was on the other team this day, and it's important to note that the last day we played a bunch of games on this map, at this field village, and he only took me out. I think the last 3 games we played, he took me out like 2 to 3. So for him not to be in this game is good for me. Now, I'm the only one in the game on each side who's actually played on this map, on this field. I know some people like, it's not a map, it's not a video game. I call it a map. So I go into this one being the only guy who kind of knows the ins and outs. My initial feeling after the first day playing on this, and even after this day, the second time, is really, especially Team Deathmatch like this game is, stay away from the middle of the map. You got to go around the exterior and go from there. I know a lot of people believe that in a lot of maps and fields, but this one, it's just big exclamation point. Now I tell my teammates about that, try to stay away from the middle. Generally they do, they fan out. A few of them go in the middle. It's only natural. First time they're playing on this field, so they're excited about it, and go out there and hey, I don't know everything about the field, right? And I've been wrong. Look, if you watched a few of our videos, it doesn't take too many videos deep to know that I give my opinion. It doesn't necessarily mean it's right. But you know what? Let's watch it so you can understand better. And technical note here. My mask, my helmet, my camera mounted on the mask, on the helmet, was a little bit loose, so there's a lot of jiggling in this one. I used my software in my computer, my desktop, to try to stabilize it a bit, so at times it's a little pixelated, a little shaky, but I still think it's worth the view. I still think it's very good quality and worth your time. Let me know at the end of the video if you agree, disagree, as always, about anything being spoken. And yeah, let's see what happens. Two's up, top of the hill. The trick here, spawn out here, just span out. If you can get somebody to get, we can get this hut easy, they can get that hut easy. Trick, guys. We spawn there. The trick is there's a control point right up there that they'll run to and take them out. We can send a couple of guys down here and you just kind of work your way around. The middle's fucking suicide. But no, when we spawn there, they're going to try to run. You see the black building back there behind green? They get that, they got crossfire on us. That's why we're going to take this. We're going to control this corner. They're going to try to control the other corner. I mean, they may go in the middle, but it's dog shit there. We're spawning here. They're spawning the top. You can see behind the well, you see the gray building straight behind the well. So they can break out to the other spawn point there. So I'm going to come out here and I'm going to try to nail any of them coming out to this side if somebody wants to take that corner. By the way, we can take this control point going around the green and going there. It's just... Oh, I can throw cover right from here. Yeah, this double barrel building here, that's not a bad spot either. The buildings in the middle tend to be a bit risky. This one's... In there, I don't know. I would take this one and those two. We control these. We're in a good spot. That's not. By the way, that's not a building. This light green thing. That's just a barrier. I'm going to try to control the middle here. They're stupid enough to run there. By the way, anybody in that building, you see there's a gap at their feet. If anybody camps back there.
Those ones fucking tickle too. Yeah, they're covering right. Yeah. Somebody can throw them cover through the line there. I'm going to throw cover left. If somebody wants to throw cover right, we can cover you guys. Anybody trying to break out? No, those are shit. Those are shit. If they take the building on the right, those two buildings are fucked. Well, no. There's another one. There's a big spawn point. There's a spawn point over here. If they control that spawn point, these two buildings are really are useless. Keep a lane though. I'm going to shoot over you when it starts. Yeah, you got. It's hard for them to long ball it. I'm just going to try to keep them from running out. I fucking started early. Long ball city here though, you can get in. I'm gonna charge out here. Whoa! One at the wall! One at the wall! The one well in the middle.
All right, you heard me offer cover fire, and I do that as the game starts, offer cover fire. I got Jay and I got Kill Hit, who are going slightly to my right. Also to my right is Jeff. I believe he approaches a building 3 on this one. Now, not everybody's going to stay at exterior, although we do fan out quite a bit around a nice little semicircle. We will venture in a little bit. Now, the important thing is, you might have heard from the start of the game, one of the guys from the other team, he jumped the gun. He left a little early, a couple seconds before he said start. No big deal. More important, there's one of their players, actually a different player, goes towards the middle. So I'm sitting in my head thinking, okay, that's good. Let them all come in the middle. We'll see how my plan goes. And by the way, speaking of plan, I have offered cover fire here. We're all set up. I'm going to venture off to the left.
That's okay, don't worry. It's a shitty spot for him to be in. What do you see, my friend? That was me, don't worry. You guys sharp angle left.
All right, we have to peer in here a bit. In the distance, a couple of blue barrels, some trees in the way, but this is the enemy spawn, and there are 2 enemy players that kind of lean out of there. It is quite a distance. I'm going to long ball a couple of shots in there, and I won't know it right away, but I'm actually going to take one of them out. All right, so quick stop here. That's building 2, where I just mentioned the previous little stop I did, where 2 enemies were leaning out. Now I'm going ahead to building 1. Getting to building 1, I got to be careful getting there. But if I can get here and establish a foothold, I got the whole left side, the west side of the map that I can peer around. Especially if the players are all concentrating on the middle, which happened the last day I was here. And from the initial spawn, like I mentioned, I saw other players on the other team already going for the middle.
Oh, was that you back there?
So this is when I realized I'd taken one of those 2 players out just about a minute ago, whenever that was. It's Booney! I took him out with a lucky long ball, but hey, lucky or not, a hit is a hit. It broke, and they are 1 player less. Now I've already got rewards for coming to the left side. I spot another enemy. I kind of catch him flat-footed, so a couple easy shots. After I make the shots, I actually go into a building to change magazines, you'll hear me verbally say, like, because I didn't see the guy call out right away, so it's like I was kind of surprised I missed him. But in a couple seconds, I'll actually see him getting off field because, yeah, I hit him too.
That did not hit him? Son of a bitch. Yes! Lucky, but thank you.
All right, it's no time for me to take a break. I hear to my right, towards the mid of the field, some action, some shots. Specifically, I can tell that they're coming from the enemy side towards my team's spawn. So they're kind of distracted. Slapping a fresh mag in there because every shot needs to count. So many times, no matter how many times I play mag fed, where really learning the timing, especially when you're carrying a limited amount of mags, you don't want to change it all the time, but there's critical times where you got to. I know the enemy's there, I know they're distracted, I don't know exactly where they are, so slap in a fresh mag and let's see what's going on.
Whoa, whoa.
Okay, I don't spot one enemy player, I spot two. Guy here on the left, I fire a lot of shots, almost an entire mag at him. It's not an easy shot, and he's kind of dancing around, so I don't actually get him, but I get him heading for cover. The other guy, towards the right, I do take him out with one of my last shots, and I run back into building one because I got nothing left in my magazine. Time to change again.
Freeze, buddy!
Hear me out. Yes, I just put a shot into the gut of an enemy player who's right in front of me. Let me explain. First of all, he's the guy I missed before. Remember I said there were two guys, guy on the left, guy on the right. That's the guy that I practically wasted a whole magazine on but couldn't hit. So when I took his buddy out, who was to my right, and when I ran back, he took advantage of the situation to chase me down. He's got no shots. He's being a real man here. Running in at me, I guess hoping for a barrel tag or to freeze me out. Not a bad play to do. Just because he's out of ammo doesn't mean he's going to just quit. So I see him coming around to my left, little gaps in the boards of the building, and I call him to freeze. He doesn't freeze, and when I pop around the corner, he's getting ready to lean over and barrel tap me. Specifically asked, you want to freeze? So when he leans over towards me, just one tap him in the gut. Good effort by him under the circumstances. He came so close. Good for me not hesitating, give him a chance, but then just popping him right away. Or it would be me getting off the field. So I'm creeping out a little bit more north. I was out in the open here a little bit before, so I'm not as afraid of getting hit, although players could have moved around since the last was here. But you'll see good view of the midfield here, how open it is. And that's building 3 that is really clutch. That was to the right of where we spawned, my team, and where I believe Jeff had gone to. But you can see if there's somebody in there, he can flank. No one's shooting at me, so either I'm really camouflaged or there's either nobody or a friendly there. Now, of course, it's the fall year, so there's no leaves. With leaves, the map will play a little differently, but this open area will still be open no matter what time of year you're playing.
Got him! He's dead! He's dead! He's dead!
Okay, so I spot an enemy in the open here. He's engaging on an angle actually towards my spawn. I found out later by watching a video of his that actually Kill Hit had an angle on him. I don't know if Kill Hit hit him, but this enemy is kind of engaged in that general direction. He isn't saying he's out or hit, so I just fire a couple of shots. I get him in the back. He's got a vest on, so that's cool. He gets a little overhit here. So he's a bit salty. I get that. It happens. When you're hit, though, just make sure you put your arms out, you call it. I believe he did call it, and a couple of other taps came from the other direction towards him. So I one-tap him. I think I fired 2 shots. Anyway, I do hit him, but then I call out, stop firing at the poor guy. Now, as I round the corner here, going up more north towards their spawn, in that building here, I see a mask. I don't see shoulders. I don't see an armband or color. I see that he's looking towards my spawn. My marker's down, and I look, and that's when I realize he isn't on my team. So I just kind of raise my marker up. He puts his hand up right away. I had no intention of shooting him, or I would have shot him right away when I pulled it up. Kind of a funny way to end the game.
Oh my god!
I thought you were fucking orange. I'm like, what?
I see your mask.
Hey, not bad for the old man. Yes, I'd played on it before and the other guys hadn't. But these were 2 competitive teams. It was good to go out there and actually do well, even though I had an unfair advantage of knowing the field. But I tell you what, these are good players. They know the field, they know paintball well, so a lot of them can adapt. And even though they kind of went towards the middle, which isn't advantageous to this map, as I mentioned multiple times, you got to be aware of your surroundings, got to be aware of your flanks. So I kind of took advantage of that. Kudos for my team setting up kind of a defensive semicircle, allowing me to go around with that. If I did this 100 more times, I would probably get hit out early every single time. That's how the game plays. Thank you for Connor for not playing, because you would have taken me out. And given the old man at least 1 game on the day where he can say, hey, you did all right. Go out there, have fun. Make the most out of every situation. Because remember, at the end of the day, it's just a game.
Game over.